Hey everybody, it's Master 1, and welcome back to more Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door. Last time, we journeyed further through the Palace of Shadow and made our way to what looks to be about the midpoint with this very open cave area. And in this part, we are going to be investigating just what this structure actually is, but for this part, we're going to be doing things a little bit differently. I actually have a special guest with me. Would you care to introduce yourself?
Yes, I'm Mega's bro, co-commentating for this episode. Pleasure to be doing it.
Yes, it's been a while since I did a video with my brother, and since the Let's Play is kind of coming to a close, and he and I kind of have like a lot of memories with this game growing up, I thought it was fitting that I'd try to get him in at least one episode, so this is where it's going to be. So,
oh boy, it's probably 4 years since I've last co-commentated on a Let's Play of this game.
Oh. I don't think you've been in this series. Ow. Alright, I guess the first thing we're going to do here is we're just going to take out these chain chomps, which I kind of ignored at the end of the last episode. So, I brought this up in my co-commentary of MChan338's video, but this is kind of weird how they have like the normal variation of an enemy being the strongest, because we fought red chomps earlier in the Glitz Pit whenever they were weaker.
Oh, so based on colors when they're weak, I did not know that.
No, they show like different variations, but red chomps are known to be weaker than regular chain chomps. That's a chain chomp. I'd hate to get chomped by those teeth. They look nasty. Max HP is 7, attack is 6, and defense is 5. Its body is hard, so most attacks won't do much. Plus, you can't damage it with fire and ice attacks. You can freeze it, though. Luckily, it has low HP, so you could take it down with a special move or an item. Chain chomps are, like, so super pumped up all the time. Don't they ever get tired? What are they throwing? Hey!
Oh yeah, who could forget that?
Yeah, that's one of my favorite little details about this game. I like the inclusion of the audience. All right, we don't really have any attacking items, so I guess we're just gonna go all out attack on them.
And I know you all know out there that you'll have one of those disgruntled audience members or two.
Yeah, but I thought for a second you were talking about, I was trying to superguard there. I thought you were talking about YouTube in general.
No, I'm talking about the game audience in general. No, in the game.
Yeah, I think they get it. I don't really think it matters how well you're doing in the battle. I've never actually checked to see how the audience works exactly.
But it's really nice when they throw an item at you. I love that.
Yeah. Is there anybody you want to see in this fight? Who do you think would work best?
Bobbery, perhaps?
Okay. Yeah, Bobbery's my favorite party member here too. Do you have a preference on anybody?
Oh boy.
I think I messed up the timing.
I do have a fondness for the baby Yoshi. I love how spunky he is, scrappy. You get the idea.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite little things here too in this game is I've always like imagined the baby Yoshi having like a super gruff voice like this, even though he's only a baby.
And the name fits him quite nicely. You know, Tyson, Mike Tyson.
Yes, that was actually, I let one of my audience members. Okay, I guess explosions don't really work as well on
Yes,
these
he
guys.
did have a contest. I remember you mentioning that before.
Yeah. Alright, so this is gonna, at the very least, we're gonna take less damage from this.
You know what would make more sense? You know how a Wiggler gets super pale when it's weakened?
Yeah.
That would make more sense for a chain chomp. Because when I think of red, I think red as being like, I don't know, harder to defeat, something like that.
Yeah, I guess so. You'd think that like that would be like a super temperamental chain chomp.
Yeah, because, well, I know Wigglers and chain chompers are different creatures, but it just makes sense to me. That's only my opinion. I don't know what the rest of you out there think, but...
I mean, yeah, that kind of makes sense. So explosions really weren't doing the best against these guys, so do you want to see anybody else? I'm trying to show a little bit of everybody in this chapter.
Maybe perhaps Vivian.
Okay, we'll try Vivian.
If she has a good effect on Bill Blasters, she ought to have a good effect on Chain Chomps
Okay.
with her powers. I just thought Bobbery would be a good workout because...
Oh, I actually forgot to mention that. Thank you for reminding me. Off screen, I actually went back and deposited that Ultra Shroom, Jam and Jelly, and Life Shroom, just because I know we're going to be getting more in the upcoming rooms. And off screen, I had to fight those Bill Blasters again. They're the only enemies that are pretty much required. Oh, okay, we might have to use Fiery Jinx.
What happened? I didn't catch that.
It didn't do any damage. Ow. Alright, we're probably gonna have to do a special move. But I deposited those items, and off screen, whenever I was fighting those golden Bill Blasters, I ended up leveling up and I increased my BP. So thank you for reminding me about that.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to show Supernova just yet. How about Art Attack? I always liked Art Attack.
I do confess, though, the first time I played this game, I sort of skipped on the little battles. I just hated the thought of losing, that's all, but they're very vital as a means of leveling up.
Yeah, I usually just try to fight every enemy I see. I won't really try to fight the same enemy twice if I can avoid it.
Well, just so long as you get a tattle.
Oh, I didn't even realize that guy in the back had a badge. I probably would have seen if I could have swiped it with Miss Mouse. Not that I really think I needed it, but oh well, it doesn't matter.
Oh, you're able to do that.
Yeah, Miss Mouse can steal items if you see them in battle, which is kind of cool. Alright, so something I do want to point out. This door is not locked. You can advance forward. In fact, a key item that we'll be needing is actually beyond this door. But I want to go ahead and take care of this large structure in the background first, just because it's kind of the elephant in the room, and I think it's just always how I've done things. So we're going to go ahead and explore that area first. So we will go ahead and use Bobbery.
I was almost wondering how you got in there, because I haven't touched this game in a long time.
Yeah. How far do you remember getting in this game?
Oh, boy.
I think you've at least gotten to the moon.
Perhaps,
I think.
But
yeah, don't quote me on that, but I think on your personal files, you've at least gotten to the moon.
I really wouldn't know. I haven't touched the game in a long time.
I'm actually curious what Goombella will say about this place. This is the Palace Garden, but it feels so cold and icky. It's like time stopped here. We gotta do something about those chain chomps in the middle if we want to move on. Yeah, that's right. I don't just mean the moving ones. Okay, so there's your hint. See, before online walkthroughs here, Goombella could actually be pretty useful because you wouldn't really know... Well, somebody might get the idea here, but at the very least, she's giving you hints on what to do, and that'll be more apparent as we go forward.
She's another one of my favorite characters, and yes, I have to confess, she's really cute.
Yeah,
I can't help but say that.
In terms of personality, I think she's one of my favorites, but Bobbery will always be my favorite party member.
Yeah. I'm not trying to sound like a creep when I say that. It's...
No, a lot of people like Goombella. I can see where you're coming from. Alright, and with that, with those two statues destroyed, we have flipped these switches, and we can now move forward into... This is not the right way to go.
Well, apparently a disco wannabe, as per Goombella,
I love that
rubbed
guy.
her the wrong way.
Disco wannabe, take a hike, Bozo the Dork.
Oh, I had to bring that up. That just...
Alright, so we have unlocked these boat panels, and we will be going inside this building. Just what awaits us? Well, hopefully the key to progression. Even though, technically, like I said, you can exit through that east door, but you will not be able to progress. You can either do this building, or you can go through that east door. It'll make more sense as things go along. But right now, we're just going to go inside. Welcome to what is known as the Tower of Riddles. Goombella, what do you have to say about this place? How could there be such a huge tower underground, and why was it built? There seem to be a lot of rooms here, and everyone contains a riddle.
You know, when you're talking like like when you're doing Goombella's dialogue, you almost sound like Archie Andrews, but that's a I don't know how anyone would get that reference.
Yeah, Archie from the cartoons and Archie's or the comics, and my brother and I know him from Archie's Weird Mysteries, which is kind of cool. So I can kind of see whenever I'm imitating Archie, I go like, I need to spend time with real people. You're just a machine.
Yeah, I know some of you may not get that, but it's just the way you were doing the voice. It just seemed.
All right, so I kind of danced around it a little bit, but each room will have some kind of riddle to it. Actually, I want to show what's atop the staircase first, just to kind of get an idea of what this place is. But this is a big place.
It looks more like an observatory to me. The way it's shaped, the way it looks.
Funny you say that, because Mario, look at that. You're not wrong. It's totally huge. What is it, you think? I will say I don't think it has much on the Comet Observatory in Super Mario Galaxy. That place is a little more inviting for my taste. Well, this place is kind of mainly the music, but it's a little unsettling. So, as Goombella hinted, we're going to be going through each of these individual doors and seeing what each one of them lies. We're going to be solving each of these riddles, per se. I haven't really given you much chance of a talk, so you want to go ahead and read this stuff?
The unseen may be felt, so that we, the great ones, be it here, be it there.
Nice. Alright, so what's nice about Goombella is if you can't figure out what these will say, Goombella will actually interpret them. There's something written on the wall based on that message. I'd say there's definitely something in the center of the room, don't you think? But what are we supposed to do with something we can't see? This is insanity! Well, as you can see, there is something here. And what do we do with things we can't see? We bring out Flurry, because usually there's a thingy in the way. With that out of the way, we get our first palace key, a key for a pedestal in the Palace of Shadow.
Oh, I bet each of the characters gets their own move in these rooms, is what I'm thinking.
You're pretty close. Not everybody, but close to it. This chapter really is going to test a lot of your partner's abilities, and that's kind of why I like to consider this Goombella's area, because she has a lot of insight on what to do. Because, like I said, she will interpret these. She will interpret the messages in the wall here.
With a mighty gust of her mighty breath, Flurry will blow anything out of obstacle. Okay, I know that was corny, but
Yeah, you're trying. Let's see what we have. 4 stones, twin stones, master... Oh, wait, sorry, this is your part.
4 stones, twin stones, Master Shadow and Dark. There are 2 are 1, 1 is 2.
Alright, let's get our interpreter. There's something written on the wall based on that message. I'd say maybe if we break a block here, it'll do something to a block in another room. Sounds good to me. And unlike the first Paper Mario game, you cannot break these red blocks. They are completely indestructible.
Not even Bobbery can break them.
Nope, these are all hammer blocks. So, I guess we'll be going in here. And we have what looks to be just regular 2 switches.
Beyond, beyond, beyond. Complete all 7. Before. Translation?
That word beyond probably refers to away from the door, so that means the left block. So then the word before must refer to the right block. Are you with me, Mario? Still, the way they repeat those words must have some meaning, don't you think? So, that means beyond, 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 and before.
And what have we here?
this will bring us...
Key number 2.
Mm-hmm. We'll have to wait a little bit for that one in the room with the blocks. We'll have to... It's linked to another room, as Goombella said.
So we have to explore another room in which to accomplish that little...
Right. And this room's actually pretty small. What do we have here?
All you see is an all there be. Stones have power of stars. Touch it to pass through it. There's
something fishy about the wall here. Maybe we ought to investigate? I don't remember if I actually got this one on my own. I think I was wandering around here for a while, but as it turns out, the wall's not even real. We'll go ahead and hit this for our third key.
a fake wall.
So, bro, I guess as we're just kind of like casually wandering around and searching for these keys, what other memories of this game do you have?
Oh boy.
Because we pretty much like, well, I don't remember how much you played that summer, but you watched me quite a bit play this game the first time that one summer of like 2006.
Yeah, when you first got it. The glitz pit was pretty interesting.
Yeah, I kind of like the mystery aspect of it there too.
Yeah, and how the music gradually changes from that macho sounding music to this mysterious sounding music whenever
you're doing the investigating and you get the messages from X.
Yeah, some people sounds like it's someone sucking water that do.
Huh.
Well, I saw that in another video or something. But I know it's a silly reference. Never mind.
Alright, we've got another message here.
The Shy One hides his shape, but the stars bring balance. The Shy One hides his face.
If we can be seen, then there won't be anything to see in this room. Huh?
Oh, that's when Vivian comes in.
Very good, actually. Yeah, I think I got stuck on this part. Pretty much any part with Vivian I got stuck with. But yes, if there's something hiding, then you have to hide yourself and let Vivian reveal it.
I don't even remember this part, but it was so obvious because, you know, when you go to Creepy Steeple to retrieve that letter S, no, the letter P, excuse me, you have to hide underground, and then that parrot will say the ghost's name, Dupless, to be exact.
Yep, and then there's also the part with Zip Toad, or the fake Zip Toad, in Chapter 6.
Not to mention the crows, because I recall you have to hide with Goombella.
Right. But for some reason, it always got me stuck. I don't know why.
Therefore, that's why I guessed what I guessed. And I'm not trying to rub it in either. It's...
No, it's okay.
Oh, oop. Straight on, straight onward. We know the stars spurn us. Destroy all in your path.
Alright, what do we have? I guess we just have to go straight in from the entrance. And then when we get to the wall, we have to do something. Yeah, something. Well, I know one man for the job when it comes to destruction.
Now it's Bobby's turn.
Yep.
Usually you see a crack in the wall.
Well, they try to throw you off here.
That makes sense.
They don't want to make it too obvious.
They want to make it...
I think it's implied that the crack is on the other side of the wall.
Yeah, they wanted to make it inconspicuous just for this.
So, what do you think of this place? I always thought that the Palace of Shadow, but particularly this area, was kind of unsettling.
I don't know what to say of it, really. It's,
Alright, so this is the room that's linked to the other, so we went ahead and destroyed 2 blocks here, so that will affect the room exactly downstairs, which we'll go back to in just a little bit. But for now, we are going to continue on and go through this door. Now, this is a room where I remember Goombella being particularly useful because we got enemies, and we actually do not want to fight them right away. Particularly the ones that they're... Particularly this one right now. So we're gonna go ahead and run away.
Oh, I thought the blue one would appear in this battle.
Nope.
Oh, you got a one with like a pinkish reddish tint. Let fall the weakest and let the skies lie, then build to the strongest.
So as you can see, there are 4 in here. Let's go ahead and get our interpreter once again. We're supposed to defeat these guys in order from weakest to strongest? Well, I know the weakest is the dull bones and the green shoes there. That help?
I was kind of leaning towards the white one myself.
No, this is actually the regular guy. This is kind of like what I was bringing up earlier, how like the regular chain chomps are actually some of the strongest. So, no, we actually want to take out the dull bones, which is the guy in the green, and we'll go ahead and look at our tattle log. Another instance of why Goombella is very useful here. We're gonna look and see which order we're going to take them out in, as soon as I find which one's which.
Well, you got a good 101 out of 124, so that's pretty good.
And that's a good point here too. We will not see all variations of enemies until we do the bonus episodes. And even still, there are, I think, a couple more enemies in the Palace of Shadow. But we're going to be going dull bones, red bones, dry bones, dark bones. Okay? So, whoops. Green, red, white, blue. And I'd say we should probably use Bobbery here, because he will be very useful when it comes to taking out... Explosions work really well on dry bones, as we've seen in the past.
Yeah, he'll blow them to smithereens. You can bet on that.
Except this guy here. This guy really only has, like, 1...
Yeah, then the more you get up, the more HP they got.
Mm-hmm. These guys really aren't going to pose that much of a challenge for us anyway, but... we'll humor them, I suppose. I didn't get the first strike. The only guy that's really gonna pose much of a threat is gonna be the Dark Bones, which we had a mini boss fight with in the last part. Oh, yeah, I didn't even really need Bobbery here too. Well, we'll save him for the...
Well, it's good to have him.
Yeah, we'll save him for the Dark Bones. Thank you. At the very least, Bobbery's explosions are guaranteed to take them out of the battlefield once their HP hits 0.
Well, color-wise, this one makes sense at least, because the Dark Bones has a dark blue color, so
yeah,
that's a good indication of level rank. Well, not level rank, but more difficulty rank.
Yeah.
To be precise.
Alright, let's try to get the first strike with Bobbery. Not quite. How about we just let him creep up on him? There we go! Nice!
Yeah. You can say that again. Boom!
Oh, you hit the... okay, sorry, that's a running joke that he and I like to do from Hey Arnold, if any of you guys have ever seen that. It's the episode where Gerald comes over.
Yeah.
The line is, boom! Oh, you hit the chicken.
Yeah, when Ernie hits it with his hammer.
Oh.
You'll see. If you watch the episode, you'll know what we're talking about.
I might even try to find the clip here and put it in right now.
Yeah. That'd be a nice touch.
Actually, we'll put it in right here.
Face down, everybody.
Oh, he hit the chicken.
Say boom.
Boom! Oh, he hit the Koopa.
Dry bones.
Dry bones. Crap.
Oh, that guy doesn't even give us as much, he doesn't really give us as much... Oh, it's just a switch. Why not just make the chest appear? But he doesn't give us as many star points as I thought he would give us. It doesn't matter. This will give us our next key.
Well, even though they're dry bones, technically they're Koopas?
That is true. And some of the tattle descriptions, I think in order I think a Koopa has to fall in lava for it to become a Dry Bones, if memory serves me. That's how Bowser becomes Dry Bowser. Have we been in here yet? I want to say yes. Yeah, okay. So now I think the only other one left is the two rooms that are linked.
Oh, up and down, around and out. Ooh, ooh.
So not every party member will have a room in this place, but a good half of them, I think. We'll go ahead and take this one out. And this room is completely empty, so now we can collect our next key.
There's the key, there's a key, there's a beautiful key. We found the key, we found the key.
Oh, well, happy we'll be.
Yeah. I know, it's probably another reference, some of you...
Yeah, that's okay.
Actually, I was kind of talking in a Madame Leota voice whenever I would read those messages for Goombella to this.
Yeah, it's kind of a nice touch here. It's mystical. I think it fits the area.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, and here's the other one.
One, two, three. What do we see? A key in the chest for you and me. Yay!
All right, and with that, I believe that is every single riddle solved in the Tower of Riddles. Yep. We have 8 keys for 8 rooms. Just what is their use? Well, I did say that there is a way forward if you exit through the east exit outside. But we'll be taking care of that in another part. Perhaps these keys will be useful then, but for now, it looks like we need to get this observatory moving again before they're of any use. I just wanted to take care of it because I've always thought it was sort of the elephant in the room, so I always like to take care of this place first. So, I guess we're going to be bringing the episode to a close. Bro, is there anything you want to say about this part or the series as a whole before we end off?
Oh, this is quite a riddle we've gone through. Riddles, to be more precise. So, it's been a pleasure co-commentating on this episode. So, goodbye to everyone, and may the best be with you.
Alright. Next time on Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door, we will be further exploring the Palace of Shadow in hopes of maybe getting this place working again and finding our way of progression. So until next time, this is Mega Wii Master 1 signing out. Goodbye.